Let's do a formal start to this again. One more time. Let's get it.
Leader, they want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet, the mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work, no work. Y'all forget I am the leader.
All right. I do apologize, y'all. I had to abruptly get off of the live. I think we're doing much better. It was buffering a lot. It was buffering to the point that I was getting behind in the video. So I knew I had to restart my program. I do apologize. Thank you for everyone who was tuning in. I appreciate you guys. But I guess they're going to go back there and talk about Kamal, and talk about Henry, the housing director, and they goons. Tiffany might as well just quit. I think at this point, Tiffany might as well just quit. She didn't show up for the Dolton meeting. Things are moving forward, moving smoothly. We're going to talk about the Dolton meeting. And then she didn't show up for here. What y'all think Tiffany doing? What do y'all think she's plotting and planning? The find of Kamal, crazy man. Him and a few other people. So just to verify what I'm finding out or kind of realizing is because I can't stand this man because I kept saying his name. Now I don't even want to say his name again. What's this guy name? Krigley? Oh, when you just don't like somebody. He doesn't work for the town. But that was one of the things I was kind of inquiring about when I talked about the Lori Lightfoot report. The bank can find out who these checks went to. Because what I was explaining is that the unauthorized money came from an account, from a bank, not someone's drawer. That was the clip that I left out of last night's live. So even if this checks sitting on the desk and they were replaced by Hinyard and she signed them without other people, the bank knows what checks was processed and who they went to. So if there was a series of check that went to someone like example Krigley, that is not, you don't need a subpoena for that. That's what I'm trying to explain to people. I love you guys. I be knowing y'all be trying to come up with all the best excuses and reason why things are done. But sometimes when it's right in your face, you got to say, wait, those are things that's discoverable. I do think we're going to get into it. I do think that it says, no, he has all the Airbnbs from properties Dolton used to have and supposedly have furniture sent to them. Yes, but if that's true, that's something that would may be hard. Let me put your comment on the screen. Honeymoon, I love you and I'm glad you're here. That means something hard to prove. But by way of the checks that went to these vendors, you see what I'm saying? Why couldn't we see that? She should have mentioned Krigley, like, and it's not getting on Lightfoot because it's just me having that auditor type of mindset and quality assurance. There's a way you could get this information without it being so complicated. And that's why I was saying is obstruction going on and still to this day in Dolton. It's still going on because if they wanted it clean, they would have just gave the information. And hold on one second, because my stupid throat wanna make me cough. Hold on. And one thing I gotta acknowledge, because I always have these conversations, and my favorite is always make me know to look at both sides. And I know it's not easy for people to be under pressure at their jobs and get forced to do things they don't want to do. But the same standards that I keep for myself, I keep for people. So if I bend and I go the route that a doctor or a place wanted me to do and I knew it was wrong, I knew that I will face some liability. I'm just that type of person that'll take that L and say, nah, I'm not about to do it. I'm walking away. I know most people won't. It's not judging you, by calling out what it is. Eventually, you're going to get caught in the tide. I said the same thing. I said, if they ever do a RICO on a hospital, we all going to jail. Because we keep acting like we don't know what the hell going on, but we know. So that's all I'm saying. I do think the residents need to keep their eyes open on everybody. Um, and we're going to go into Keith Freeman because I'm totally not comfortable with him. Who is this lady? I guess this is all media that's out there, and we waiting for them to come out of closed session. But can I do it? Can I do it? You know I'm hard headed. Y'all know I'm hard headed. I am putting, what do they call it? APB? APB? What you call it when you're looking for somebody? Tell me what it is. Tell me what I'm looking for. I am looking for Trina. Where is my Trina, y'all? Where is my Trina? Shut up, my favorite resident. She said, don't you do it. I don't care. I love everybody. Everybody may not love me. What's going on with Trina? Somebody go knock on her door, make sure she good. I don't care whose side she on. This is the reason why Trina got fired. Nobody shows this article from November 2021. Dolton woman inherit four-figure water bill with a house. And things have kept getting worse since. Now, I know it's been some rumors about her water bill, but maybe they satisfied it because of this shit. Trina, come out the bushes. Grace Levi miss you. I like to hear from everybody. I made that face to only one person in my audience. I had to do it. I miss her, and I do care about her well-being. So y'all let me know how Trina's doing. If y'all out there, I know she quiet, and you know everybody doing their thing, but I just want to make sure my boo is good. Okay. Always stirring the pot up, Grace. I know. Look at Honeymoon like, oh Lord, why you say it one more time and my boo gonna pop up? She gonna be like, what you say? I'm like, I missed you. Where you been, girl? I have a love for everyone in Dolton in their own way. You know, we're not connected, but I look at people as human beings, beside who they want to be connected to, not connected to. I see a lot of people flaws and I pray for them. But like I said, if it's not bothering me, you know, me and her not doing anything, she don't go after me. And, you know, I can't say too much. If I saw her attacking me just out of the blue and I felt like she just come out her mouth and just attack people, I probably may not talk about Trina. But I don't see, I know her tone is, yeah, out there, but it be some logic behind it. So I just gotta give it to her. Anyway, which I think is gonna happen after this. What do you think is gonna be your next trick up her sleeve for Thornton? Because she already pulled out allegedly hiring a chief of police. Today we were gonna hold on. Y'all see I'm still coughing, right? It was bad. It was bad. Today we were gonna go over a little bit more about the Lexus case. That was my plan. And I had an update, you know, about Officer Perez and Carlton. But I do have an update for Dolton and some of the things that's missing from your police station. Not only just a police chief. There's important bodies and check and balances system that's missing, and I verified it. You know, and it's within your laws and your codes that y'all supposed to have these certain boards there in place, and the police station doesn't have it. We'll talk about that in detail, but we're missing a lot in Dolton. So that's why I said it's not good to just look at surface things. You have to deep dive. And I'm glad that a lot of people are starting to pay attention to the content that I put out there because it's very deep. It makes you think. You come up with ideas, I come up with ideas, and it's not always about the mess and controlling the narrative, and like it's a little like critical thinking. What the hell is going on? Who the hell done did it? I'm telling. I'll be like, ooh, it was this one right here. And we still, it'll be bad. It's gonna be exposed anyway. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Y'all see me over here buying time, and then we'll do our That'll be around the time we do Lori Lightfoot 2.0. We're gonna do Lori Lightfoot 2.0 for Dolton and one for Thornton, and that is not to discredit or downgrade what Miss Lightfoot did. I admitted towards the end of my life that it wasn't Miss Lightfoot's fault. It's not her fault. She can only do but so much, but I will not make an excuse for obstruction. It is what it is. Like I say, there's times that I have walked out of a job because I stood up for myself and I said, oh shit. Got to my car and said, damn, you got 2 kids and no kids, father. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yes, I had several conversations with myself like that because I had to just give it all up. Because if I didn't, being involved in that facility and then within that dynamics, I would have been the one that would have lost my license, lost everything, because they be quick to turn on you, just like Tiffany did to who is it? Staples, who was her number one hitter with the top hours because he was sick of it. Shout out to you, Staples. You are involved in that Lexus Wilson case. I got my eyes on you. So just because you're a victim now, don't mean that Grace Levi feel too sad. Because it's karma. I said it. You be with bad, you get bad. There ain't no levels to evil. Oh, it's okay here, but it's not okay here. Oh, you're going to get what you get. That's why I'm such a square. That's why people don't like me. They feel judged. Yeah, oh, Officer Terry Young. Terry Young. Okay, but no. Staples. Okay. It's Staples that's involved and Terry. Both of them. It's Terry and Staples. Thank you for correcting me. They're both involved in the Lexus case. Fuck around. I'm going to show you the pictures. I'm going to show you the name in the investigation. So thank you for correcting me. I appreciate it. I don't like them all. I don't like them all. If you ain't take a stand or walk away, I don't fuck with you. Thank you for the correction, though. You already know I'll be making mistakes. I'm bad with names. I'll be better. All right, they about to get started again, babies, y'all. I'm going to shut up. Oh, that's the food. They said Thornton is the food event. I thought that was the wine event. It's food and wine. They have it. I guess they have it yearly. So when Tiffany was like, "We have it every year," her argument was insufficient because the fact that she's not presenting the contracts and how the money is being spent. And I think she went over the budget. Remember, Kiki? Is that what she had? Kiki Wine is there? Was that the one spending all that money? So it was Terry Young. Thank you. Let me write that down. I don't know why Officer Staples in my head. Because he did to Officer Staples, I think that's the lady or whoever she is. They did something to my Lexi. That's why Staples in my head. They allegedly did something to my Lexi that I didn't like. So I apologize. Because that's the name that stand out in my head. So we're going to use their shot. And what we're going to do, I want us to look at Keith Freeman's part. That's it. I'm gonna look at Keith Freeman's part. We're gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna close off this session. I'm gonna get myself cute a little bit. Come back and we're gonna read what's happening with Pablo's. How about it? Let me get a little cute. Maybe drink a little tea. Because I literally just started like, oh my God. I was like, he's on, and I just pressed start. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this motherfucker. Sorry. My grandma came out. I don't trust him. Look at this. This man is dumb no good. Okay? That's the Levi. I'm the Levi Haitian grandma that came out. I don't trust him. That's my grandma. If I could suck my teeth so long, look at his face. Look at his face. Just
Pastor Fleshman will be serving anniversary for 16
Look
years of being at Abundant Living Christian Center Church.
look at him.
Is invited to come out at 11 o'clock this Sunday.
I don't like him. I'm trying not to judge him, but it's too late. He judged himself. Now, let's just go on to when he talks about his projects. That's what I want to listen to. That was the most important part. And he said Janice Johnson. No, that other lady snitched on Janice Johnson. And I think Janice Johnson is his right hand man. That's what I think. That's my freaking opinion.
Wherever you would like that. Okay,
Oh.
if you don't mind.
Y'all want me to get a little? Can I get a little messy? Y'all want me to get messy? Do you want me to get messy? Nobody like me anyway. All right, let's hit it. Before we play this, let's go to. Shut up. They like, she can't stop. Yep. Hold on, y'all. Don't worry. I'll find it. I just looked at her stuff. Hold on one second, y'all. Don't pay no mind to me. I'm trying to pull something up real quick. Before we watch it, we're going to give y'all opinion of somebody that y'all know a lot of people don't give a damn about. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because we got to talk about it. Hold on a second. Shout out to Nate Fields. Here we go. Now, I'm going to take a chance because this person, I got to talk. She kind of went to the left and she put out a cease and desist on everybody. So that's why I said, fuck it. I ain't talking about her. I don't want no trouble. But this is your mayor who's trying to run for mayor. This is her opinion about what she saw on Dolton meeting that we're going to watch. So I'm going to play. I know y'all like, but the real people, you know, we like to hear everybody's stuff. We don't have a hate trade. We just like, fuck it. What you talking about? So let's listen to what she got to say. Let me find out she going to put a hat on like Milena. You don't want to be Milena, girl.
Wednesday afternoon. I just wanted to come by and do a quick video to give my views and opinions on last night's board meeting. So as some of you all may have seen, the young, tall gentleman that at the end that stood up and gave a comment, that was the infamous Mr. Keith Freeman.
Dun, dun, dun.
Now, I want you all to, to really stop playing in the faces of these residents. This man has not been to work in maybe over a year. It's been a minute. He has not been at work. He's been remote from home. Now, it amazes me all of a sudden, now that the Lori Lightfoot reveal has come and gone, now all of a sudden he can show his face. We have not seen him. This man has worked from home and made thousands of dollars off of the people in the village of Dolton. And it amazes me how all of these people, and I got to keep reiterating, all of these people that was Team Tiffany that worked with her, that I'm quite sure helped her misappropriated funds. It's amazing how now that the feds are involved and, you know, folks have indictments on them, the feds are looking at them. Now, all of a sudden, they've turned over a new leaf. Y'all got to stop playing in the faces of the people that lives in this village. This administration these trustees, y'all really, really do think these people in this village are dumb. So you take the guy that worked for Tiffany, and because he's a whistleblower, now all of a sudden, we got all this grace for him. He's this good guy. He's working with the trustees. So you mean to tell me the man that helped put the village in the situation that is in, now all of a sudden he's just the next best thing to God? Y'all got to stop playing. Stop playing with me. Stop playing in the faces of these people. And then you wonder why the governor will not respond. Why would he? You want him to get rid of Henyard, but you want the people that helped Henyard jack up the village stay in office. But you want him to come correct a problem that you guys are insisting on keeping in office. Y'all cannot be serious. You cannot make this stuff up. Like, make it make sense.
All right. I just had to put that there. I was listening. I was like, well, I can't contest. I don't care who said it. I wasn't big on Keith Freeman. I'm not big on people who do selective crimes and then decide to tell on their codee and then they a whistleblower. That don't work well in the hood. People like that don't survive long. So I'm not used to that. So I'm kind of with her with that. It's weird to me. I have unless there's a real need for me to keep this person and deal with this person. But if it's more detriment, meaning that the trust that I have with the person is gone, I would rather do without that person and then kind of start fresh. But I'm different. Now, I don't know why the board couldn't vote him out when Tiffany was like, hey, fine, you don't want to fire him. I got that clip. And people didn't like the fact that I highlighted that the board did not vote him out. He is just a man. If they fire the CEO of a corporation, it doesn't mean that all the departments shut down and they don't know what the fuck to do. Like everybody, thousands of people who work in businesses are retarded. They know what to do. He's not the key. So I didn't understand. And if he was the key, why didn't they get an efficient amount of information released to Lori Lightfoot? It says a lot to me. It does. So let this gentleman talk. I don't trust him. Shut the hell up. Listen to his full plan again. You let me know what you think, and I'll let you know what I think. But when I was watching somebody live and I had to be quiet because I'll be creeping, I had to say, I don't trust him. I said, don't trust him. That's all I could put in somebody's chat because I don't want them to think like you coming in my chat, taking my shine, nothing. But I couldn't help it. I was like, don't trust him. I was like, shut up. Let's play.
Just kind of elaborate so that the community understands what is being done.
Okay. So the Players Park development is a project that will bring a semiconductor light manufacturing company to Dolton. It will also bring some much needed community improvements, baseball fields, football fields, soccer fields. It's right, I believe the project is slated for right off of Dolton Avenue and Expressway. Right now we're just in the discussion phase. So what the company is asking is they're asking for the support of the board to start exploring the options. Now, this is not something that's set in stone. We're at the beginning phases, the infancy phases of this project, but I wanted to put it on the agenda, and I wanted the board to get the proposal so that we can start setting up meetings with the company for the board and the board of trustees to discuss it with them, as well as to set up some community meetings, possibly some committee meetings to discuss the overall proposal. I think it's a great idea. I believe the Park District has been working on this for the past year and some change. I know that the project has been mentioned for over maybe 5 or 6 years, but we're in the infancy stages. So it's a really good project. I think everyone here would probably say that we probably need some more community engagement projects. So light manufacturing, community engagement. I think it's a win-win for everybody. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I probably can't answer any questions right now, but feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to not only answer your questions, but set up some times for you guys to talk to the people that are proposing the project.
Okay, I will add a little bit more on there as well. The investors are former Dolton residents and grew up in the community of Dolton. We have invited them previously, I would say in December, to come do a presentation along with the individual that did the presentation for 14700 Harvard. There was a schedule clash, but they will be brought to the community for further discussion. At this moment, I believe we're just discussing a letter of intent that's a non-binding.
Correct.
But we do want to make sure that the community is aware of other projects that we are working towards fulfillment and a more economic development for the community. But I'll yield to see if any board member has questions.
I just would like to know if maybe, I know Keith Freeman said that this is the infancy stage, but would they be able to do a presentation or something for us?
We can set up a time. I'll set up a time for them to come do a presentation for you guys individually. And maybe we can set up a community meeting, before the next board meeting. So I'll work on it.
Thank you.
Hey,
And I can say I've been serious.
I want y'all to listen. I hope y'all know what he's actually trying to bring. Because I had to listen, because I understand at first what he said, but he's trying to bring a company that manufactures semiconductors. Do y'all know what that is? Okay. You want to know what a semiconductor is and what type of job this type of factory will bring to your area. This is the highly skilled profession. They deal with manufacturers that involves complex series of process that transform raw materials into finished devices. This process typically involves stages of using fiber optic. So I don't know what type of manufacturing facility this is, but it conducts doing fiber optics, packaging, assemblies of these semiconductors. It has something to do with electricity, and I want you guys just to pay attention because y'all already have a feces factory there. Now you want to make sure that whatever big ass project being brought to y'all that is going to bring some actual money to the area. One thing that I'm really not big on is Amazon. But when Amazon come to your area, you're going to have some jobs. They do slave ship, whatever, we'll talk about that. But you want to be realistic as the residents to realize what's coming in. So that means that you're going to bring outside people there, which can bring money, generate money from the workers. But do you have the skill programs to fill those positions that's needed? What type of positions needed? And y'all don't want to just be maintenance. Y'all want to make sure that whatever they bringing in, y'all be able to pack the house out, apply for jobs. Where did I hear it? I can't even remember because I was sick when I was listening. They said that they had some type of job fair in Harvey, and Chris Clark and one of his friends or whatever was basically controlling the hiring process. And how was it working? This is allegedly because my brain is cloudy, but I remember this. So this is the type of shit that's going on in your area. It's still a lot of favoritism and things. So whatever this is, really figure it out because I don't want to end up with another shit factory. This right here may sound big and fancy, but if you can't fill the positions with the jobs and the skills, you're bringing the foreign market into your town. You're bringing people who are going to gentrify your area. And that's what I told my son. We're going to be in one of the most competitive markets. Thank you to Honeymoon for liking to listen to my commentary outside of Dolton. I told my son, right now, no matter who you are, you better make sure you have as many skills as possible that you'll be able to survive and make something happen if these lights go off, that you'll have that skill that is needed. Because one, the tone allegedly that Trump set with the equal equity, removing that, he's allegedly setting the bar higher, saying that, hey, people who are disabled, people from the rural country, Black people too, women, anyone who got fundings from there, oh, you had a handout, baby, and we ain't about to do that. That's why you have people with mixed feelings like, I'm looking for a handout. But then you need to think. Now the standard should be based on merit. Who's gonna make it? And that's what I told my son. Fuck around and think you know something because you looked on this when you ain't got no skills. And then somebody out there outskill you. So this is a competitive market. Know what's coming to your area. Know how it's going to affect you and how you're going to get in. Because there's no more just giving you a job. You're going to have that knowledge and that work. I'm just going to put that out there. And y'all know I'm not a Democrat Republic. I'm a Hebrew. I'm real. And when the system pulling back on you and you ain't got no choice, you better have your brain. Moving forward. That's what I kind of think about the semiconductor manufacturer. I will learn more about it, what jobs they can provide. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about it more. Where the hell you get this idea from, sir? Are you trying to gentrify Dolton on the low? Who has shares into this company? That's the shit y'all really got to look at from the rip because it's so corrupted. Walk around, judges, lawyers, all of them got shares in this thing. And that's why they won't touch Stephanie. You never know. I'm just saying allegedly. You see what I'm saying? That's where deep diving coming in. We can't keep looking at the surface. The surface is getting us running around in circles, and Tiffany's still not locked up. Tiffany's so bold, and I gotta say it. She went to the feds. She drove wherever she went to the feds to go tell on Jedediah. Is that? I know she crazy out her damn mind. But is she that crazy? Or is she that innocent? What the fuck is going on? Moving forward.
Insisted with them that they do a community meeting before the board takes any formal action. That is correct.
That's right. Community meeting.
Oh yeah. You keep everything that says.
Presentation.
We're gonna call.
I haven't seen you guys in so long. It's just so weird, you know. Just, what are you guys doing today?
Okay, you guys know, and this was kind of what I talked about at the beginning. That I mean, there was a culture of a lot of fighting, so back and forth for so much time that it took a growing period. It really did for all of us. So I'm going to ask if everybody can give Keith Freeman a round of applause at this time.
Hated it.
What you're doing. But I'm going to call you Derek Blocker so we can go to item C.
I'll take it.
Item C is the approval of annual Xerox Business Solution Services equipment. Oh, did I skip B?
Yeah, you skipped one.
Ooh, okay, I'll call you Derek later. Discussion and approval of Vista National Comprehensive Employment Benefits Package.
So I'm not here to present that. That's just our employment benefits. I believe Bridget Stewart is somewhere here. So she could, come on, Bridget, come on.
If we can, just so I can take everything off. Bridget, if you're okay, I'll go through all the items that Keith has, and then we'll come back to the Vista, if that's all right with you. All right, so I'll come back to Vista for that presentation. Administrator, if you're okay with item C, approval of the Xerox Business Solution Services Equipment Agreement.
Oh, yes. This is just an agreement, our annual agreement for our Xerox copiers, scanners, the equipment across the village. So this isn't just for the Village Hall. This is for Village Hall, Public Works, Police Department, and the Fire Department. I believe it's for the contract for the existing printers, but it also adds, I believe, a copier, scanner, printer, all in one for the clerk's office, which is in desperate need of one. So you're very, very welcome.
Okay, and then I don't recall seeing the duration of this contract. Is this 3 years?
Every year is 1 year.
1 year? Fantastic.
Every year is 1 year.
The paperwork said 3 years.
Say it again.
The paperwork said 3 years.
The paperwork says 3 years. I had them send me another DocuSign. So the copy that I have is DocuSign. I sent you that one. I told them we were going to do a yearly renewal. So
They talking about printers.
I would like to do only annual renewals while we work our way back to solvency.
absolutely.
All right. Any additional questions from the board? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the agreement as entered on the agenda?
Motion to accept is read.
Second.
Hear a motion by trustee Stanbrown and a second by trustee Belcher. We had discussion, so any further discussion? Hearing none, clerk, can you please call the roll?
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
Trustee House,
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye. And I'm telling you, you will definitely see the.
And no, you don't cut the broadcast off with your shit, ma'am. Sorry, y'all.
Trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, next we have is the discussion and approval of a collective bargaining agreement between the Village of Dalton and AFSCME Council 31. Administrator Freeman.
Yes. So our Public Works Department, the contract for the Public Works Department, the Housing Department, and the Water Department, we've agreed to a new 6-year deal with them. The first year it starts at 0%, which means they didn't ask for any retro. Thank God, because we didn't have the money for that. The next 5 years are progressive, and I believe the terms are in the contract. But this is the start of us trying to figure out how to take care of all of our workers. The service workers are the backbone of our community, and for a long time before I got here and before the trustees got involved, we really struggled with being able to keep up with their contracts. So this is the first time we got ahead, and hopefully this will give us an opportunity to set the standard for the future contracts for not only for AFSCME, but for the police department, the fire department, and those unions. They work incredibly hard. They're owed every single cent that they get, and this will help us. Mike McGrath and his firm has done a great job of helping us negotiate these contracts. So I appreciate their time and energy and effort, because we were way behind. So thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. And hopefully this is the start of a long period of us being able to stabilize the Village of Dolton in a great way. So I'm asking that you approve this contract for the AFSCME. I believe it was the local 2199.
Yes. Okay, is there a motion for the approval of the contract as stated?
I make a motion.
Second.
So I heard Trustee Belcher is the motion. Who's gonna fight it out for the second? I think I'll go Trustee Tammy Brown.
This for a union contract, y'all, and they talking about moving forward with more contracts to be officially set for us for the police department, fire department. So this is $21.99. My grandmother used to be a union delegate, so I know what they talking about negotiating contracts.
Brown.
That's where I get it from. Her ass used to be yelling like, "They're damn no good." Those nurses and officials in the hospital, because she used to work as a housekeeper, they was like, some of them was so happy to see her leave, and some wasn't, because she fought hard as shit. So I understand. So he talking about the contracts for the workers, and I'm glad they're getting on it early. Not him, but them.
Second.
Don't smash.
And any further discussion at this time? Hearing none, Clerk Key, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, next up, item E. All right. Item E, discussion of collective bargaining agreement between the Illinois Fraternal Order of Police Labor Council. That's also Administrator Freeman.
This is one of those contracts that I want to apologize in advance. We got everyone's contract done, but these wonderful ladies that work in the records division, they work incredibly hard. They worked harder than they get a lot of credit for. And this contract, if you don't know, is from 2021 to 2024. It's been that long since they had a contract. So we are incredibly grateful to them. We're sorry that it took this long to get the contract done, but we finally got a contract done for them. This contract mirrors the contract for the police department's patrol unit and sergeant's division. So their increases will continue to stay at the same rate as those two unions. These ladies work incredibly hard. These people work incredibly hard, and I appreciate them. And I don't get a chance to tell them because I don't like, just popping up in the police department. I'm just being honest. But thank you. I'm sure you guys know that at this point. But thank you to all of those, every single person that works in that office.
I don't find it funny at all. I don't find it funny, Keith. No dry jokes.
And this is the contract that you guys deserve, and hopefully we can do better next time. So I'm asking that you approve the contract for the FOP Record Tech and Records Division.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the contract as stated?
A motion to accept is read.
Second.
All right, here a motion by Trustee Stan Brown, second by Trustee Belcher. Any additional discussion at this time?
I would like to say something. Thank you, Keith, for making it known. The ladies in the records department of the police department, most of them been there over 5 to 10 years, and they are very deserving of getting their contract and making sure they work hard. They are the backbones of the police department, making sure. So I'm happy that we are able to get this contract moving forward because they do work really hard.
Okay. Thank you very much. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, Clerk Keys, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
Trustee House,
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Get on the bus.
I'm gonna give it to. I talked shit about Staples. I talked about Terry. Talked about how they handle the situation in Dolton Police Station with certain things. But I know the job is not easy. I know, like I said, when I called down there, when the Jedediah got locked up, they were very nice to me. They gave me whatever information I wanted. Even when I called, only one time I had a little back and forth with somebody telling me I can't give Freedom information. But other than that, I know there is some hard people who work there and they're in bad situations. So you got to give a shout out and love to them. Also to my favorite police. I don't talk about her. She's not from Dolton. Y'all don't know her. You won't figure it out. But my favorite Popo. When I hear her stories and I hear her compassion, and the little things she do and how she get played and treated, just know my heart goes out to the cops as well. And as y'all know, my uncle was a federal agent who lost his life most recently. So I do have respect and love to the people who are honorable. But I'm not with that two faces thing. I'm just going to call you out. Told you my uncle was bad. Not as a police. He was just a sexual deviant. But he was a great police. And I was just real. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Shout out to the Dolton police, to the good ones that's suffering through this shit. Because it's hard to deal with kindness and be a cop. And there's some cops that actually deal with kindness. My favorite cop, she kind as hell. She too nice. I'm like, girl, just say no. She know what I'm talking about.
Okay. All right, next up, item F, approval and settlement agreement between the Village of Dolton and Jessica Burns and May Burns. Administrator Freeman.
Well, I'll defer to
Attorney McGrath.
Attorney McGrath for this one.
But if we can, I'll pause this one too. I don't want you to keep standing there all day. So we'll come back. If you don't, if you're okay, Mike, we'll pause to go through. We'll come back to F. Next item G is approval of a business license name from TAC Group LLC to follow the business names as listed on the agenda. Administrator Freeman.
Yes, so TAC Group is the company that owns St. Patrick's on Lincoln Avenue and Sibley Boulevard. When they applied for their business licenses, the business license is under the TAC Group. For insurance purposes, they're asking that we change the names for each individual venue located inside of the building. So I am asking that the Board of Trustees allow for them to change the name on the license that you guys already approved at the previous meeting to the license, the name listed on the agenda.
Okay. So this was already approved. Any additional risk or exposure that we would have changing the name?
No, I think it actually helps with the coverage. So under the one COI, certificate of insurance, there would only be there's only a certain threshold. I believe it's a $5 million threshold. So under this COI, each individual level would have a $5 million threshold, which would be a maximum of $30 million for the entire building, which again would help us. God forbid something happened, but at least each individual place is covered. So we want to make sure that they still have to go through the process, like they're still in at the phase. I know Trustee Brown and I had a conversation today about making sure that they finish all the work, that they get all of their formal inspections are completed, that they did everything that they're supposed to. But right now, this is just sort of a formality with the name change. But we will make sure that they do everything that they're supposed to do before they're open, and we'll make sure that they cover all their bases. I think it's a wonderful project, and I think it's something that Dalton deserves. So.
Thank you.
All right, this is one thing I just wanted to kind of put out there and ask, and I have to clarify. There are people out there, content creators, who are saying that allegedly Tiffany has some damn ownership in this St. Patrick TKA or TAK. Y'all remember that it was, we kind of went over the St. Pat, we went over the TKA and then figured out that they was doing business at St. Patrick's. What you're hearing there is that they want all three to name that they're doing business as on the license, because for insurance policies that allow each entity to be insured. But my question is, why the hell do Tiffany think she has a stake in these business? According to another content creator, because I'm not going to, this is all allegedly, they said that Tiffany has some stake in here, and that's why the lady wouldn't go against Tiffany or something. I don't fucking know. Please clarify, because my thing is that I think that Tiffany's doing the same LoJack move. Get a business to build the area up, fix it, make it look nice, and never ever give it a license or what it needs to be functionable. Eventually, bankrupting the person and having them pay for things and just never get it. And then she end up taking over. That's what I think she's doing. But allegedly, they said she has a stake. Okay, because I said I ain't never see that. When you look up St. Patrick and TK, that TKA or whatever, it don't have no Tiffany Henyard there. So I just wanted to clarify that there's a misconception that Tiffany owned something when she made that video with them talking about we're breaking the ground. How the fuck you so excited about breaking the ground on somebody else's stuff? Unless she was planning on stealing it. So I just want to throw that out there. I don't think she has a stake in there. From what I've seen, it looks like it's just the other lady's name. Her name is Tiffany something else, and there's no Tiffany Henyard there. So don't let them fool you that any of Tiffany Henyard actions was justified. It was not. This lady still has outstanding license and things from Pablo's. They're basically blaming it on too many bars being located in too many areas in the same area, but that's a zoning thing. So if your zoning laws was coordinated correctly, it will only be able to have certain entity like a liquor store this far from a school or things like that. But obviously your zoning is not set up correctly, and it allows to have more than 3 places to hold liquor license bars and things. That is part of zoning department too, baby. So y'all got to fix it all the way around the board. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm not giving license. There's too many liquor stores around here, and because I said so, and this ain't up to date, and they not fancy." If that's not part of zoning requirements, you can't just put a restriction on it unless it's an ordinance to say within this town we don't give liquor license. For example, in my town I live in, till to this day, we don't have one liquor store in the town I live in, and they make hella money here. I don't know why they think they so good and bougie when this place had a square. Any place that had a square was hanging black people. But anyway, they don't no liquor store, but the town right next to me have liquor store like 15 minutes away. But that's understandable. But if it's in the ordinance, so when they question the other party that has something to do with the license in Dolton, that person did tell the judge that there is enough for St. Patrick's to get their license. So I don't. I want to clarify. I don't think Tiffany had any stake in St. Patrick. She don't own St. Patrick. I think she's just trying to steal it from under this lady, and that's all I gotta say about that.
So hearing this, is there a motion to approve the business license name change?
A motion.
You're hearing a motion, is there a second?
Second,
Hearing her motion, trustee Norwood, second, was that trustee Belcher?
yes.
Okay, any further discussion?
So I just have a question. So, because I see on here, so each level, they're still using tag, but it's doing business as for the insurance purposes so like,
So
Each
Tag
one
Group
have different
LLC, so Tag Group LLC will change. So one level is Tag Group LLC doing business as St. Patrick's Beverage Depot.
right.
The next one is PTK though, as opposed to the Tag Group. One is PTK LLC. So,
Y'all know I be making stuff as I go. I apologize. PTK. Y'all know what I was trying to say.
I tried to list them all individually and separately. So some of the names won't be Tag Group, some of them have other names, yeah.
Okay, all right, that's all.
Okay, any additional questions? Hearing none, clerk Key, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, thank you very much. I think they, yes, sir.
Excuse me, I'm a little late on this here. Do we have a opening day for St. Patrick's? We've been given a time frame when they're gonna open up?
No, I don't have an opening date, but as soon as I get it,
Huh?
Well, yeah, to my knowledge, at this time, I believe there still is extra steps that they need to do. So I'm unaware of an opening date, but I think that there's still additional due diligence that needs to be done.
This Sunday?
you guys always know more information than I do. You guys beat me to it.
All right, Mrs. Allen knows people, so you gotta hang out with her. All right, all right. Well, that's gonna conclude the items for Administrator Freeman. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wonderful to see you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me find out shit, CBS News. We ain't never using your broadcast again. What you got going on? You're jumping from random items. Okay? Now, I wanted to go over that, and now we're going to go over this lady who she talks about, Janice Johnson. Let's listen to the proof that obstruction is still going on in Dolton. They knew that they didn't have insurance since August. And this brought Janice Johnson, afraid of Tiffany Hilliard, allegedly, and Keith Price, or whoever, Freeman, whoever she's afraid of, didn't tell the board. The fuck? What's wrong with people? But I'm a renegade. Y'all need to come over here to Grayside. I'll put a battery in your back and tell you, you're going to meet God by yourself. Don't be afraid. Stand up for your right. Move on out. God's going to bless you outside the door when you make the right decisions. Stop being bullied, y'all. Stop it. It's enough. I'm going to be like, what's his name? I'm going to get to her. You know, I'm getting distracted. What is it? I was about to say Fire Marshal Bill, but y'all remember he was like, stand up for your rights. Move on out. Let's go, y'all. Cut it the hell out. I don't hear no more excuses about y'all scared. Shit. Get y'all damn open concealed carry out there and call it a motherfucking day. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Get your shit.
Yes,
Let's listen to her.
I'm sure we got it. Here we go.
They'll know not to bother you.
Yep, thank you.
Good evening, everyone. So what you have before you should be a financial overview of the insurance renewal proposal for the Village of Dolton. And basically what we're looking at.
I just got to say it. You said it, baby Dex. This is what it is. The resident applaud and the cheer into action with the board members demonstrates a possible reason why the village was finessed. They was basically like they was cheated, right? That's what you're trying to say. They was fleeced so easy. That's what you're saying, fleeced. And I'm saying finessed. That's what it was. You can't be happy for the bare minimum. Fuck it. I'm not happy because you showed up to do what you was supposed to do months ago. Now is get on your job, walk like you got some fire on your ass, or you going down. That's just how we were raised.
First off, does everyone have the copy of the financial summary letter?
Yes.
Basically, this is just going to provide a financial overview of what the Village of Dolton will be paying going forward for your medical, dental, and vision lines of coverage. Your insurance proposal or your insurance programs do in fact renew March 1st. So what you have again before you are the details of your medical insurance. So your medical program with Blue Cross and Blue Shield will be increasing almost 12%, 11.9%. Right, you'll see what that annual increase is, a little over $200,000 for your medical insurance. It initially though came in at 19.7, but we were able to negotiate that down to 11.9.
I had to look that word up, yo. I thought I was on point, baby Dex. I was like, fleece. What the hell is she? It says to take someone money dishonest by charging too much money. Thank you for teaching us that. I'm like, what? Finesse? Is that what you trying to? That's a new slang for me, baby. Thank you for teaching me that. Yep. Okay, let me listen to her. Sorry. I had to look that up. Like, what does that mean?
So a little shy of 12%. Your program with Lincoln Financial, your dental, that did come in with a 3% increase for the upcoming plan year. That equates to a little $3,800 for the year. Okay. Then your vision program with IMED, there was actually no change to what you're currently paying today. That program is currently in a rate lock, meaning that there is actually no increase. The premiums will remain flat. However, your life insurance is actually, we've got to do some work on that. That program was actually terminated and canceled by Blue Cross and Blue Shield due to non-payment of premium.
Wow.
So what we're going to be doing.
Don't people pay their life insurance over years and then the company match it? So I wonder what happened if they have to start all over. Do you think their premium is going to be really high? You know that life insurance shit, like it goes up at a certain time. So it's good when you start young. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how this going to affect them.
We actually have some proposals for other carriers that I'll be working with Keith and Janice to get that program reinstated with a different vendor or carrier. Questions? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
So when was anybody made aware that it had canceled?
Well, the program terminated back in August of 24. Yeah.
Look how
So there were.
Kiana did good. She didn't make the Belcher face. She said, "Go, girl."
Again, folks, there were
She
several
doing good. She did it. She did it.
That were submitted to the administration, your administrators.
Go ahead, girl.
Just
She put the wood face on. Thank you. You put the nursing face on. Give them no energy. She was like,
weren't paid. So I don't have exact dates of the communications, but there were several communications that were sent to the Village of Dolton about that. And as a result of, the policy being terminated, Blue Cross and Blue Shield will no longer reinstate. So we'll have to find a new vendor. And we've got some proposals that we can take a look at. So I'll be working with Janice, like I said, and Keith to ensure that we get that reinstated or active again ASAP.
Does that conclude your statement, Alvin? Trustee Belcher? Does that conclude?
Yeah.
Okay. I will say,
she like, I'm just over this shit. Fuck it. I'm done.
Of course, we want to have more dialogue on that. That's frustrating as a board member to hear, to say the least. I think I would ask that additional correspondence, in particular, if things come behind, if we can also have the board members copied on there so we can cover one another. But I will look forward to future conversation.
Absolutely.
Any other comments from other board members? Did we do did I do a motion to approve or not?
I got another.
Okay.
More questions?
Yeah. So it renew. You said it renews March 1st. So is this like every year that it renews?
Yes. But for the vision insurance right now, that was actually in a 4-year rate guarantee. So it's still obviously in the rate guarantee. And I believe your coverage that you have with Blue Cross, the life insurance, for example, on occasion, we may be able to secure a 2-year rate lock, but this year it is an annual renewal.
Okay. And
did you know that NVIDIA options increased by an average of 24?
I tell you, don't do that to us. Get on my damn nerves.
When these are sent over, is it just a quote that's sent over and somebody looks at it and say, okay, or is there any okay, we can move this, negotiating with it, I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah. So typically, whenever a group is up for renewal, like I said, your programs renew March 1st. We typically are maybe 75 to 90 days out. We start that marketing process. And we go out to all the different vendors, the different carriers, to try to see what is the best option for the Village of Dolton. The medical program, Blue Cross is obviously a Cadillac carrier, so we really didn't have much competition there. And you renew the medical, for example, those plans will remain as they are, no changes to the benefits. But the life insurance, again, we did shop that, and we do have some competitive carriers that would actually be a lot lower than what you were paying. But the difficulty is, we unfortunately, we can't pay the Village of Dalton's bills. Or the invoices. Our job is to just advise and convey the message that, hey, Blue Cross is saying you guys need to submit payment. And if that doesn't happen, they will, submit another request for payment. And that goes directly to the Village of Dalton. And our job is to just convey the message again that, hey, you guys got to get this done. If you don't, then X, Y, and Z will take place. And that's unfortunately what happened.
And your point of contact is who?
Janice Johnson.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Snitches don't get stitches today, dog. We gonna continue to deep dive and find out about Janice Johnson. If y'all don't remember, I had did a little bit on Janice Johnson, and I remember I had pulled up. Y'all remember Janice Johnson? I had pulled up her salary. Y'all don't remember that? Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up because I remember. Shit. This is the complaint Dolton Discipline Union headed legal. This was Janice Johnson. Anything her name was in is up here. Her lawsuit. Janice Johnson is involved in the lawsuit with Williams, the lady who was over the licensee before, and they put her in the basement and changed her job. When I put Janice Johnson, the case with Keith Freeman comes up as well, talking about village administrator. Y'all know we about to get off this live real quick, but I was like, all right, cool. We're going to figure out who she is. And we had did this before, but I put her name in, and look, his lawsuit came up. They connected. Janet Johnson, you see these all highlighted. These are the ones that I read to you already. So this is the proof that I brought her names up weeks ago. Mayor Henry ordered Janet Johnson, Director of Administrative Service, to draft the termination letter to Keith Freeman. So she was the one that fired Keith Freeman. And then her and Keith Freeman got to work together. How unfucking comfortable is that? She get the draft letter, and then her and Keith Freeman working together right now. This is terrible. All of these has a lot of her name. Let me see. Y'all know my ADHD about to kick, and we ain't about to do that. We've been live for an hour and 46 minutes. Now, y'all hear my voice a little raspy. I was thinking about coming back in an hour and get y'all caught up on these court cases that I talked about. I have things that I can read from you from a few of the court cases that I talked about. So if I don't come back tonight at 8, I need y'all to put y'all notifications on. And y'all can be part of the replay game. Because I'm going to do, if I don't come back at 8, because if I don't feel like getting cute, because I was on for 2 hours, I was like, look it. We're going to come back tomorrow at around 11 or 12 a.m. We're going to read the reply to the case I was telling you. We got a word from Lacey Lewis, dog. I see him up in this, all in this paper line. I said, oh, shit. And then I got some other updates. So y'all just let me know what it is. Y'all know I'm always here for you. I want to say thank you for everyone let me get myself on screen, who's been checking on Grace Levi. I made it through the fire, through the fever and the call, and I made it all for you. I got issues. How the hell you come up here, you be singing? Y'all know I like what I do, right? It could be one of you motherfuckers up here. I'll be singing, dancing, laughing, and talking. So until then, I want you guys to hit the like button. Turn your notifications on. I'll be popping up on them so they don't know what the hell I got going on. Nah, I just be having, listen, I'll be like, I'm going to do this. And also I'll be like, give me a minute. So if things change up on you, don't worry. It's probably me that just had a change of plans. And just put your notification on, and I appreciate you. Again, I want to send love to my top donator last month. My top donator was, I got to put it on the screen, Honeymoon, put it on a glass, girl. Get some whiskey, girl. So Honeymoon gave me way more than I can ever expect. Whatever she did, she's been consistent. If you guys see, if y'all look at the actual GoFundMe for Cora Carver, if y'all care, I'm the only one that donated. I got another donation this month. I did pay attention. I remember Miss Melanie Sharp. She donated more than me this month. Thank you. Cara is working towards creating Mother's Day gifts for victims who have lost their families through police brutality. And that's what we do here. So I was able to give Cara a little bit more money. I wasn't able to give her 1,000. I wasn't gave her 500, but I gave her whatever I could. And I'm grateful. And I think she's grateful. And she's making it through because of people like you genuinely love her, support her, don't judge her. And y'all don't judge her baby girl. And y'all ain't judging Grace. That's why I'm here, baby. We just me and Alexis was a hard motherfucking cookie to crumble. But guess what? We gonna be here. And you're gonna have to put some respect on our names. So what I say, I love you guys. And I most likely see y'all tomorrow. See y'all tomorrow morning, dog.
Later. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth.
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long. I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. You know, live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't know.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.